Hi everyone, it's CDLE. Welcome to Live Wire, our podcast where we are building community across our agency. There's so much great work happening in CDLE's divisions, offices, and affinity groups, and this is where we'll be showcasing the impact each of you have on Coloradans we serve. This podcast series is brought to you by the creative team in the Office of Government Policy and Public Relations with our host, Deputy Executive Director and Chief Communications Officer, Ms. Cher Haavind.
Welcome back to Livewire. It's May. May is, Nuggets playoffs time. Baseball season, Rockies, but more importantly, May is when we celebrate all of the contributions of all of our employees at CDLE and employees across the state. It's Public Service Recognition Week. This was last week, and I am so excited to have two of our award winners here today. I just have to say that I wish we had time and space in this studio to have all of our award winners, but I've got Employee of the Year and Manager of the Year. We're going to get to know both of you. Before we dig into that real quick, we had almost 1,000 people join the meeting last week, which is incredible. I think it's the most attendance we've had at our all-staff meetings. And I really think that's a great example of the community in CDLE coming together, recognizing all of the contributions of all of our employees here, the work that we do across the state every day. So congrats to both of you, and excited to just talk about you, what you do at the department, and of course, rapid fire, which I'll let everybody know we have bells this time. We don't usually have two guests, so this time we're gonna kind of make it a little more interactive and fun, shake things up. So Alex, let's start with you. You are our Employee of the Year. Tell us a little bit about what you do at the department.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me, Cher. My name's Alex Reynolds, and I'm the team lead for the education and outreach team at the Division of Workers' Compensation. So our team, we're kind of lucky that we get to work with and support all of the different business units that we have at the Division of Workers' Comp. So that's really fun. Our work is different day to day, from the website, forms, things like that, all the way to doing community outreach, building relationships with building departments, trade schools, industry associations, to collaborate with them, to share resources and conduct trainings and things like that. So as our team has grown and sort of been established as a newer team, we've gotten to sort of build out and get creative with all these fun things that we get to do. So that's really what we do. Workers' comp is kind of interesting, that it's an intersection of legal, medical, and insurance. And I think any layperson can agree that any one of those things can be really intimidating. So you put them all three together, and then you put it into a situation where you're running a business or you just had an injury. That can be pretty intimidating. So our team kind of gets to fill that gap and build that bridge between all the wonderful experts that we have and all the people that we're trying to work with in the community. So I think that's really what our role boils down to, and it's a really fun role.
And your division director, Paul, said some wonderful things about you. So did your supervisor, Evan. And I will say, if you have listened to Livewire before, I'm a big fan of workers' compensation, because you are recognized not just nationally, but internationally. We hosted a delegation from, I think it was Korea a few years ago, and Paul was able to really showcase all the work that you all do. And you're part of that team, really advancing the mission by communicating externally all of the great things that Workers' Comp does for the state. So congratulations on your recognition. Well deserved. Stephanie, hi. Stephanie Mufic. Tell us a little bit about your role here at the department.
All right. Well, thank you, Cher, for having me here. And first of all, we need to talk more, because we do business engagement and we need to work with work comp.
Absolutely.
So, but hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Mufic. I'm the Associate Director for Strategic Engagement. My role in CDLE, or with the Employment and Training Division, is to work with businesses that to engage them in the workforce system to help keep Colorado working, and then also work with talent development and create the opportunities. But basically, what it comes down to is we take federal and state legislation and put it into action, in a way that best impacts Coloradoans across the state. And I am in the role, luckily enough, to be able to engage in those fun activities and really make an impact and see that impact come to fruition through working with a wonderful team, not only within CDLE, but across the state workforce system.
And you came from the county level, or
I did.
okay?
So I have a little bit of a unique background. I retired. I retired from private sector after 31 years, and I wanted to go back to work. And I found a role at Arapahoe Douglas Works as a business development representative, and I really loved it. So basically, I was able to bridge the gap and show businesses the value of the workforce system. And I loved the work and the impact that I had. And then I was able to have an opportunity to come to the state and try to widen that impact.
And you always are so pleasant.
Oh, thanks.
You really are. You're one. I told you this in the meeting last week. You're one of my favorite people to work with because you really are committed to the work that you do. You do it with a smile. You step in when we are throwing all kinds of things at you, and you're really a delight to work with.
Oh,
so
thank you.
And so are you. You both do great work. Congratulations on the honor. We're going to transition to rapid fire. Tell us what you like about working at the Department of Labor and Employment. Either one. Ring your bell. That's not a rapid fire question, by the way, but Go ahead, Alex.
I think, and like Stephanie said, really seeing that impact day to day. I think a lot of our teams here, you're not always helping or getting people like on their best day, and a lot of times it's maybe one of their worst days, and you don't always get to see the payoff of the work. Especially think about like our customer service team and all the incredible work they do. So knowing that the work is having a real impact for people.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. Stephanie?
And I would say that I feel like it's my chance to give back. So I can see the value of the work and the resources that we have for business. And to me, it's not work. This is fun, fun in my kind of crazy world. But I really enjoy connecting the dots and showing businesses what is important and how to interact within the workforce system and the resources and services that we offer. It's not just a place to find people when they need them. It's a way to strategize. It's a way to look long-term at talent development, at how to interact for the future and look at those resources again and help a business succeed.
That's great. Well, congrats. I will say I feel like I should have deferred this next segment to you because it's a game show and you're a game show host-ish. You host the Workers' Comp Family Feud something or other?
DOWC Feud.
Okay, and this is an annual event, and are you the game show host?
Yes, it's pretty much an annual event. We've had a few iterations so far, and yes, I do get to be the host, mostly because I know I wouldn't be very good at the competition.
At the trivia.
So.
And who's the reigning champ?
That would be our division independent medical examination team, the DIME team.
Oh.
Dropping Dimes. Shout out Dropping Dimes. They're
Great
the reigning
name.
champs. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we are going to just, without further ado, put you on the spot with some rapid fire questions. You ready? Bells in hand. Okay. Well, one of my questions was best game show host, but those are Jessica's questions. So I'm scrapping all of those because it really was bent toward game shows. So I have my own questions. So ring your bell. You'll both get an opportunity to answer, but are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Favorite way to eat potatoes?
Let's see, baked.
Okay. Alex, not Evan.
That's not the first time. Oscar's been guilty of that before, too. I'm going to go tater tots.
Tater tots. No French fries in the house? Okay, ready? Favorite way to eat eggs?
Fried.
I like fried too, but scrambled is good too.
Okay. No Benedict? Guys.
Nope.
All right. Concert or museum?
I would say museum.
Okay.
I'm kind of a nerd, so
Okay.
I love to learn.
Alex?
I will also say museum.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pirates of the Caribbean or Space Mountain?
Thinking too hard.
Space Mountain.
Okay. And you have a newborn, so maybe when she's a teenager, you can try out both rides and see what she has an affinity toward.
Yeah. Oh, we'll try them all.
Okay.
I'll go with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay. Let's see. What animal represents your personality?
I will say gorilla.
Oh, okay. I like
I
it.
like that. I would say a dog. So I like to be a friend, but I also like to push my limits sometimes.
Oh, yeah. You're loyal.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. Would you rather have to sing everything you say or dance every time you move?
I'm going to dance.
You want to give us a little number or no?
Well,
Okay.
there's enough room here. I don't want to break anything. I'm going to need the space.
I would have fun with both, but I'm terrible at both. So
I thought that was such a funny question. I don't know how I would answer.
yeah,
Maybe sing everything you say.
dance probably for me.
Okay. Favorite emoji?
Oh, that one's easy. The happy face.
Of course.
I don't use a lot. I'm going to say the two eyeballs, the big eyeballs.
Oh, I love that one too. And the eye roll. I use that a lot. The team knows I use that one a lot. Okay, last one. Bucket list item.
Ski the Alps.
Oh, nice.
Visit Antarctica.
Oh, okay. Both very adventurous. I like the spirit. Yeah. Well, again, congratulations to both of you. Thanks for being here. We did have other award winners. I want to make sure we give them a shout out. Amanda Neal won the Values Exemplar. The Team of the Year was Apprenticeship Colorado. And Wendy Corley, one of your colleagues in Employment and Training, received the EDIA Champion. So congrats to all of our award winners. Thanks to you all, everyone in this room, for everything you do. Public service recognition, week, month, really every day, all year long. We should recognize what everybody does. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see everyone next time on Livewire. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cher Haavind. Haavind.
Haavind.
Haavind.
No.
Haavind.
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 Yes. Haavind.